Hello students. So we are back to the discussion session, and this time, as you might have noticed, a little bit of changes there regarding the format of the question paper, and this time purposely we have included more number of grammar and vocabulary based questions, and you know that more weightage is given for passages, but still, since you had so many model exams in between, so you might had experience how to get answers for passage, so you had enough of what you call practice, but still many more exams are coming up before your final one. So before that we will practice that also, that means the passages also. Okay, so for the time being, this time you will have more of grammar and vocabulary based questions. Okay, and we will discuss the questions one by one, and I'll tell you where you might have gone wrong in case if you have got a little bit low marks this time, and why a particular option is the correct one and why can't it be the other one. So all those things will be discussed in today's session. Okay, so we'll start with the first question, first set of questions. So where we have first set of questions, where we have 6 questions on the board. Okay, and here the instruction is given very clearly. You have to choose the correct alternative which will improve the part of the sentence given in the codes. That means within single inverted comma something is selected from each sentence. Okay, so whatever is selected, I'll just underline when we discuss it one by one. I'll just underline it so that it will be visible for you. And then if it is to be substituted with one of the options, you can choose that. And in case if it does not require any improvement, it can be the same and there is no requirement to change it. That means you have to choose the last option, fourth option as your answer, that is no improvements required. Okay, so let us see whether it requires improvement or not. All right, so we'll start with the first question. Okay, these are all the use of phrasal verbs or phrases and prepositions. Okay, now the first one is Arun seems almost impervious to. That to is given in single inverted comma. So if it is to be substituted with one of the options, that to must be substituted. Okay, so I'll repeat that sentence. Arun seems almost impervious to the criticism from all sides. So what do you mean by impervious? Means like least bothered or not affected by or unaffected. Okay, so even after he got criticism from all sides, he was not bothered or he was not affected or he was unaffected. That is the meaning of the sentence. Okay, now should we substitute to with first, second or third option? That is the question. Okay, what are the options given to you? Other prepositions, O double F of, then I-N in, T-I-L-L till. Okay, that means Arun seems almost impervious. O double F is no match. That means we cannot use that. Okay, because it would change the meaning. Then impervious in the criticism also sounds awkward, right? Or impervious till the criticism. That means it's obvious that no improvement is required for the first sentence. Or in other words, also another rule also is there. See, actually with the word impervious, it's always to. Okay, like one example is accused of. So this of only, that preposition alone can be used with accused, the word accused. Okay, then registered, the word registered with, charged with, and this preposition should go along with registered, charged, etc. No other preposition. So exactly in the same, refrain from, abstain from. So these are the prepositions which should go along with certain verbs. Okay, so here impervious is the word with which only to will be matching, no other preposition. That is also one of the rules to be followed when we deal with the word impervious. Okay, so in that sense also no improvement is required. So the sentence is the correct one. Arun seems almost impervious to the criticism from all sides. So there is no need for any substitution. It is to be taken as it is. The to is to be taken as such, no change. All right. Now let us see the second sentence. The appendicitis patient, it's a disease. The appendicitis patient came into the ear complaining for stomach pain. Actually, this is stomach pain. Complaining for stomach pain. So that complaining for, should we change that for, or complaining for, should we change that? So what are the options given? Complaining against, complaining of is given, complaining to is given, or else no improvements required or needed. Okay, but this particular sentence could be improved or should be improved. Okay, the appendicitis patient came into the ER complaining for is not the word to be used, but or complaining against. Should we use complaining against? It's not against any person. It's not any complaint against a person that he or she has come to the room. So complaining of, that means complaining about. The meaning of this complaining of means, this is the correct option, which means complaining about. That means he wants to disclose his problem. He's talking about his problem of stomach pain. Okay. So complaining of is the correct option, not complaining for or any other option given in the question. Okay. So I'll repeat the sentence. The appendicitis patient came into the ER complaining of stomach pain. Okay, complaining of, that means complaining about. So the first question is option number 4 is the correct answer, and here option number 2 is the correct answer, which means complaining of. Okay. Now the third question is, they got over on a scooter. So the sentence, when you read the sentence, you may find something awkward, and basic sense would tell you that this sentence is wrong, or this word over, whatever is in inverted comma, single inverted comma, that must be substituted, without which the sentence will not be a sensible one or logical one. Okay. So they got over on a scooter is a wrong sentence. That means this over is to be substituted, or this should be changed. Okay. And what are the options given to you? Got away, should we use got away? Should we use got ahead, got along, or no improvements? Of course, it requires improvement. So we need to choose one from the first 3. Okay. So let us look at the sentence once again. They got over on a scooter. So should we we have to substitute. So let us check one by one. They got away on a scooter. So this away is to be taken, because to get away means to escape. They escaped on a scooter is the correct option. That would make it a sensible sentence, isn't it? So they got over, that over should be substituted with away. So that would become, they got away on a scooter. That means they escaped with the help of a scooter. Now why can't it be got ahead? Got ahead, or to get ahead, means to take a lead. Okay, to take a lead in a competition and all, like when you take a lead, you can say that it's getting ahead. Okay, and getting along means to come in good terms, or to come to a compromise, or to match with, or else you can adjust with, or you can manage something. So that is getting along. So all these options are not possible. So you have to choose the first one. For this, the first option is the correct one, which means they got away on a scooter. That means they escaped with the help of a scooter. Okay. Now fourth one is, Veena has been married since 5 months. So this since is given in single inverted comma. So the point is, should we substitute the since with one of the options given? Of course, you need to improve this. Improvement is required, so that fourth option cannot be taken as the correct answer. We need to choose one from the first 3 options. Okay. So Veena has been married since 5 months, or should it be for 5 months, while 5 months? Of course, it sounds awkward. Then from 5 months also is not the proper one. So it should be for 5 months. Okay. So it should be the first option again, for 5 months. Okay. I'll just tell you the rule also behind it. Okay. See. The thing is, since and for. Since and for. Okay. So now always remember, these 2 words, since and for, always are used to denote time. Okay. These 2 words are used to denote time or to show time. Okay, so you should know where should we use since and where should we use for. Okay, so suppose if we speak about an exact point of time, exact point in the sense that it could be the year like 1920 or else 2018 or 2005 or evening, or else it could even be 5:30 p.m. or else 6 a.m. So exact point of time, if you have exact point of time, we can use since. Okay, and if you have a duration of time, not the precise point, then you need to use for. Okay, like one example is I have been working. Okay, I'll give you one example. I have been working in this school for 15 years. For 15 years. That means I did not tell you the exact year when I joined the school. Instead, I said that I have been working here. I'm still working there. So I have been working there for 15 years. That means a duration of time. How long? The duration. Not exactly the point. And the same sentence, if I need to use instead of for, if I need to use since, that means I have to use another term. That means I have been working in this school since. Okay, since it could be 2003, 2004, 2005. Likewise, I have to give the exact year. Okay, so if I want to give, or if my intention is to give you the exact point of time, I have to use the option since. In case if I need to give you only the duration of time, I have to go for okay, not since. So since is used with exact point of time. That means since 1915, since 2018, since 2000, or since 5:30 p.m. So exact point of time. And for means duration, for 5 months, for 6 months, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, etc., etc. Okay, so here since it is 5 months, it's duration given, not exact point of time, it's duration given. So I cannot use since, instead I have to use for. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, because for many of the grammar based questions, unless you know the difference between the two, you will not be able to answer a few questions, because these are all based on grammar, right? So that is why this time we have included more number of questions from grammar section vocabulary, so that you should know the basic rules. So we will learn a little bit along with discussion on the questions. Okay, so remember, since it is duration of time which is given in the question, in the sentence, you cannot use since, instead you have to use for. Okay, so it is option number 1. Now next is St. Thomas College is affiliated with MG University. So with is given as the word which has been given in single comma. So should we substitute it with to, from, by, or no improvements needed? Okay, so if I say that St. Thomas College is affiliated with MG University, what is the meaning of this word affiliate? That means connected with, association with. Okay, so actually, you know what, one of the options given to you is to. One of the options is to. All right, so in case if you want to substitute this with to, it could be taken. All right, so this two could be taken. Or else, if you choose, that means for this question you have more than one answer, 2 answers are there. In case if you go for the 4th option, that means no improvements needed, this also is equally correct. Why? Because for this sentence, either you use with or to, both are equally accepted, both are equally correct. Got it clear? That means if you use with or to, there is no difference, literally there is no difference. So the meaning of the sentence is St. Thomas College is associated with or have connections with MG University, Mahatma Gandhi University. Okay, so it could be with, it could be to, both are equally accepted. not wrong. So in case if you have chosen the like option 2, that is correct, and in case if you have chosen the fourth option, that is no improvements required or needed, that also could be taken as one of the possible answers, not wrong. Okay, but not other options like from or by. Okay, so here we have 1 and 4, both could be taken as the options for this or the answers for this particular question. Okay, now next is, sorry I'm late, I was held on in the traffic. So held on is the phrasal verb, okay, and of course it requires improvement, that means it must be substituted, is wrong. Okay, if you use held on in this context, it is inappropriate, not grammatically correct, so that means this sentence must be corrected, and that correction is possible only if you change or substitute held on with one of the options given below. Okay, now actually to hold on and to hold upon, both are, this is not the correct answer. Okay, so like I just underlined it so that I should tell you that these two options are same in meaning, so in that sense this is not our answer. Okay, so held on or to or hold on. Okay, held is a past tense form. Hold on or hold upon, both are same in meaning, which means to continue with something. Okay, so that continue in the sense of continuing something, that is not the like phrasal verb which we have to use in this particular sentence. Okay, so this is completely out of our list, no need to take this up as the option. Sorry I'm late, I was held on in the traffic. So you can choose I was, this is the correct option, that is first one. I was held up. Held up means delay. I delayed, I became late. See, the first part of the sentence is sorry I'm late, and this delay was because of the traffic. So I was held up means that delay has I was caught in the traffic, and that is why this delay has happened. That is the meaning of this sentence. Okay, so that will be that meaning will be conveyed only if you use held up, not held upon or held off. Okay, so held off means to repel or to resist something, to repel. Okay, so that also will not be sensible enough in this context. So held up is the correct option, which means I was delayed because of the traffic. That reason is conveyed properly using this phrasal verb held up. Okay, so the option, first option is the correct answer. So question number 1, option number 4, 2, option number 2 is the correct answer. Question number 3, option number 1. Question number 4, option number 1. Question 5, 2 options, 1 and 4 both equally applicable. Then question number 6, first option, that is held up. Okay, so we have completed the first set of questions comfortably. Now we will move on to the next set of questions, where we have again the use of prepositions. Okay, so this time from question number 7 to question number 13, all the questions displayed upon the board, you need to use suitable preposition. You know what prepositions are. Okay, so remember, there are so many prepositions in English, and only with the help of prepositions we can construct maximum number of sentences. Okay, some of the very commonly used prepositions are in, on, above, under, then across, behind, back, front, okay, inside or into, onto, up to. These are all with, these are all prepositions. Okay, so now that list, it goes on. It's so many prepositions that we use in English language, and that is how we can construct so many sentences. So always remember, preposition is one of the most important part of speech, because without which we will not be able to form maximum number of, or the use of language cannot be, or is not possible without prepositions. Okay, for example, one example, very simple example is this pen is on the podium. On the podium. So that means this pen is on means on the surface, and if I keep it inside the drawer, the pen is in the podium or inside. Okay, so on, in, so that is the difference. So we have to use preposition which are suitable in this context for each blank. Okay, now first one is, or the 7th question is, I inquire dash the matter. See, when you go for inquiry or when you want to know about something, what do you normally do? You collect maximum details. That means you go deep into the thing, right? Deep into the matter. Not that you need basic information. Inquiry means you get maximum information, or your intention is to get maximum information. So in that sense, you go deep into the matter, right? So here, I inquire dash the matter means you have to use a preposition which conveys the meaning that you have gone deep into the matter. Okay, I almost gave you the hint or the correct answer itself. So let us see the options. I inquire in the matter, of course no. I inquire of the matter. Of the matter means about the matter, but that also is, since the word inquire is given, this cannot be taken. Okay. Into the matter, we can choose this one, into the matter, because the intention of the speaker is to show that he has gone deep, or he or she has gone deep into the matter, and that is to collect maximum information. So it is into. I inquire into the matter. Okay, not any other option possible. Now next is very simple. Okay, right now I have given you one example, like the pen on the podium, on the table, on the desk, etc. Exactly the same rule is applicable here. Cows, you know the animal cow. Okay, cows lie dash grass. What are the options given to you? At the grass, on the grass, by the grass, over the grass. Okay, so at the grass means where do we use at? Any idea that where should we use at? See, if I tell you that, okay, like I'm at the town, or I'm at the shop. That means I'm at the shop means not necessary that I am inside the shop. I would be around, in and around. It could be inside, or it could even be close to, I'm standing close to the shop, but not precisely inside the shop. Okay, at the school, in the school. In the school means I'm inside the premises, or I am in the campus itself, inside the school. If it is at the school means it could be anywhere, in and around, not necessary that I am in the campus. I can even be like standing outside the gate of the school. That means I reached close to the school, but not that I got, I entered. Okay, so that is the meaning of at and in. So here, anyways, cows lie on the grass is the correct option, means lying or sleeping on the grass. That particular position is used. Okay, on. So on, in, these prepositions are used to show the position of something. Okay, so like inside the box, if you keep pencils inside the pencil box, that means in the box. Okay, inside, not on the box, not outside. Exactly same way. Cows lie on the grass, not at or by or over. Okay. So, 7th one, option number 3. 8th one, option number 2. Alright. Now, 9th one, I'm busy dash writing this letter. I guess majority of you might have got this thing wrong, this preposition wrong. See the options, I'll just read it out. Options are with is given, at is given, over is given, and one more option is given, no prepositions needed. Okay, so I'm busy writing this letter, I'm busy dash writing this letter. So I guess I have a feeling that majority of you might have written with, or you might have chosen with. Okay, so like when we speak, automatically it comes to our mouth, like we say that I'm busy with writing this letter. I'm busy with writing this letter. See, with that ing form of that particular verb, right, actually you do not require any preposition. Okay, it should be without any preposition. That means no prepositions needed. If you write I'm busy with writing this letter, that would be wrong. So busy with not ing of the verb. Instead, suppose if you are busy with someone, I'm busy meeting the person, ing of the verb, no preposition required. Okay, I'm busy with this task, I'm busy with my homework. Okay, so I'll give you another sentence, like I'm busy, okay, I am busy dash my homework. here it is not any ing, there is no verb here, and also there is no ing of the verb. So in such blanks you can use I'm busy with my homework. Okay, if it is doing my homework with ing, no preposition required. Okay, so where you have what you call ing form of the verb given with the word busy, there is no need to use any preposition, just without preposition. Okay, so I'm busy with writing this letter is wrong. Instead it should be I'm busy writing this letter. No preposition is required. So it is option number 4, that is no preposition required. So always remember, you read the options given to you, like go through all the options and find out. In case if you have been given one of the options like this, no preposition is needed, that means you read the question thoroughly and try to recollect the rules that you know about that use of preposition, and only after that you try to select the correct answer. Don't just jump into, because you know what, that the confusion happens where after, like, you are in a hurry to complete the questions, that I understand. So most probably since this with is given as the first option, I guess majority of you, after reading the first option, you thought of not wasting your time anymore and you might have chosen this with. Okay, so always remember, you, even if you are sure, even if you get like almost assured of your answer, but still you read all the options and find out like if it is a tricky question or not. Okay, so no prepositions required. Next is, he died dash loss of blood. That means the reason is given. Okay, so he died of loss of blood, because of. This of here means because of, or the reason is given. Okay, not that he died on loss of blood or by loss of blood, or by means using a weapon. If you have a weapon, okay, you can use that what do you call by, but here the reason is conveyed. So when you give reason, it could be of. He died of loss of blood. So it is option number 1 again. Okay. The next is 10 students competed dash one another. So this is simple. Competed to one another, 2 and 1 will not go together. Competed at one another also will not be together, but with one another. Okay. So option number 3. So 10 students competed with one another. Almost like with each other when you use only 2 people. So competed with one another is to be used. Okay. Now next also is a little bit tricky question. The shopkeeper deals dash stationery. And for this also, many of you might have got the correct answer, but then you might be confused between the like, or else I should say majority of you might have chosen the first one with. Okay, this is given as the first option, so you might have answered, or you might have chosen this with. The shopkeeper deals with stationery. And again, you have been given, for all the options you have been given preposition. That means you need to use a preposition. Without preposition, this will be incomplete. Okay, so I guess majority of you have chosen with as the option, but that is not the correct answer. In is the correct answer. The shopkeeper deals in stationery. What is the difference and why is incorrect? See, the reason is, see, like here we speak about the items, not people. Stationary items, not people. Okay, so with the word deals, if you have, if you use this word deal with someone or a person, you can use the word with. Okay, like the shopkeeper deals instead of stationery. Suppose if this is customers, okay, so the shopkeeper, I'll just write it out again. The shopkeeper deals dash customers, people, person or people, okay, customers. So in case if it is customers not stationery, you could have chosen the word with. But since people are not given, instead the items or things are given, you cannot use with but in. Okay, that means the meaning of the statement or the sentence is, this particular shopkeeper sells stationery items. That means only stationery items are available in this shop, or this particular shopkeeper, he runs a stationery shop or he sells stationery items. That is the meaning. So always remember, when you have the word deals, and if items or things are mentioned, okay, with which we use deal or deals, you have to use in. And in case if it is people or person mentioned, that means you can use with. Got it clear? So next time if you get a similar question, always remember, if it is person or people, no doubt, without any doubt you can choose with, but if it is items not people, choose in. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now that is option number 3. Okay. Now next is, he got dash his horse. So here to get on, got, okay, I gave you the answer as well. So he got on his horse, not got with. He went with, fine, but not got with. Okay, got in his horse, no, got on. So to get on here means to, especially get on his horse means to climb upon. Okay, he climbed upon his horse, that is the meaning of the sentence. So he got on his horse. So it is option number 3 again. So question number 7, answer is option 3. 8, answer is 2. 9, answer is 4, no prepositions required. Question number 10, option number 1. Question number 11, option number 3. Question number 12 and 13 also option number 3. Okay, so this is how you use prepositions. Always remember, sometimes some of the questions could be tricky enough, and you should know the basic rules of grammar, like where to use preposition, where not to use preposition, and which preposition goes along with particular verbs. So all these things are to be kept in mind, without which you will not be able to answer these questions. Okay, so anyways, it was a balanced question paper, I guess, but still, like these small rules will end up in negative marking. So always remember, especially when we have the question like use suitable preposition, do not just jump into conclusion and select the very first thing which comes to your mind or which is given as an option. Instead, you read all the options and then only you go for the correct answer. Okay, so 13 questions over. Now we have interesting questions, like see, in smaller classes, in junior classes, you might have studied this particular like these types of questions, right? But sometimes like these questions also, you may not know the answer for these questions. Okay, like what is the young one of a donkey called? Okay, you know the young one of a dog, young one of a cat, young one of a horse, okay, but young one of a donkey, okay, like sometimes you might have heard of this, but not necessary that everyone knows. So we have been given a few options, 4 options given to you. F-O-A-L, fall is given, joy is given, fawn, F-A-W and fawn is given, fry is given. Okay, so the young one of a donkey or a mule, okay, whatever be that, mule or donkey, the option is first one, fall, F-O-A-L, the baby donkey. Young one means baby donkey, okay, babies of donkeys. So baby donkey is called a foal. Alright, so now joy is given. These are also the terms which are used for young ones. Okay, so for the time being, I will not give you the meaning of this word joy, because that is actually answer to one of the questions. So that time I'll tell you. Fawn, I'll give you the answer. Fawn means a young one of a deer. D-E, the cute animal deer. Okay, and then fry is given. That, surprisingly enough, that also is the name given for young one of a creature. Okay, so I'll tell you that very soon. So remember, for baby donkeys, we can use the term fall. F-O-A-L, fall. Okay, Then fawn, FAWN, fawn is for young ones of deer, the animal deer. Okay. Now next is a similar question. What is the young one of a bear is called? BEAR, bear. Okay. So what is the young one of a bear is called? Lamb? No. Cub. Cub could be used. Okay. So cub could be used for more than one creature. Cubs, even for lion also we can use it same like word cub. Okay. So cub could be used even for the young ones of bear. Alright. Not fawn. Fawn right now I told you fawn is used for the young ones of deer, and joy is one of the options but not for bear. I'll tell you what it means. Then lamb, not the young one of bear, that you know. Okay. Lamb, sheep, lamb. Okay. Now next is the young one of fish. Is it cheaper? Fawn. Fawn cannot be taken since I gave you the expression twice. Then foal also we got it for donkey. Young one of donkey is called foal. So fawn and foal cannot be taken. Then we have to choose between fry and cheaper. Okay. Cheaper actually is a term used for young ones but not for fish. Okay. So like actually it's what do you call, it's ridiculous, it's quite funny, but you know what, like the young one of a fish is actually called fry. Even if we use that as one of the like dishes that we eat, like fish fry, chicken fry, that word fry is also used for like young ones of fish. Okay, I'll tell you something extra along with this. See, the life cycle in biology, you might have studied that in biology we speak about the life cycle of fish. Okay, like it starts its life as larval. Larval means that's a time when it has got that yolk sac, okay, and which absorbs it, which envelops it, it lives inside, and then like when that yolk sac, it's also YOLKSAK, that embryo is enveloped with that thin structure, that's called yolk sac. And larval is of course fish that particular time when it is enveloped with this yolk sac. Okay, and then when it gets completely absorbed by the fish, it would become fry or young ones, the next stage, that means baby fish. And then comes the period called juvenile, and then comes the last period called adults. Okay, so these 4 points you might have studied. Okay, I'm just telling you just for your understanding that the life cycle of a fish, it starts its life in the form of larval. That means that is when it has got yolk sac around its body, and when that gets completely absorbed by the body, it would become fry or the young ones. When it starts eating on its own, you call it as fry or fish or baby fish. And then when it becomes mature enough for reproduction or reproductively mature, you call it as juvenile, and when it has got the capacity to produce its young ones, and only then you call it as adult. So these are the 4 stages. So the second stage is that of babyhood, and that is the answer, option number 4. Okay, so option number 2 for this one, and option number 4. And by the way, what is cheaper? Cheaper also is a term which we use for young ones, but young ones of birds, partridge birds or like chirping type of birds, young ones, we call it as cheaper. Okay, young ones. So it's fry, which is not fish fry, but fry is actually young ones of fish. Okay, another thing which I just want to ask you, do you know what is the plural form of fish? Obviously you will use the term fishes, or the plural word which comes to your mind will be fishes. Actually this is one of the words for which the plural also is fish, just like sheep. Sheep singular, or we call it as irregular verbs. Okay, that means which does not have a particular or different plural form. singular and plural both same. So for sheep also, it could be singular, it's used in both singular and plural sense, exactly same way. Fish also could be used as singular or plural with the same word fish. Now suppose if you want to refer to like different species of fish, different types of or different species of fish, then you can use the term fishes, nothing wrong in it. Okay, so always remember, if you talk about one type of fish but that is in plural, the same word fish is to be used, and there is no like plural for that. Okay, and suppose if you talk about different species of shark, one species, then we have dolphins, another species. So if you call it as together, okay, as a group, you can call it as fishes. Otherwise, if you talk only about sharks, that means fish, okay, not fishes. And the group of fish is called either shoal or SHOAL, shoal or school. Both are equally applicable. Okay. So these are all just extra information, not what you call actually we need for this particular question. But what if in the future, maybe like in one of the model exams, maybe something in connection with this will be asked. Okay. So anyways, I hope this extra information will be useful later. The next is what is the young one of a kangaroo called? Okay, so this word is actually not kangaroo. Okay, that is our pronunciation, it's kangaroo. So kangaroo, you know that creature kangaroo. Australian all we find kangaroos jumping, okay, and that would be the pouch in which it carries its babies, right? So what is a baby kangaroo called? That is what you call a joy. I told you I'll be giving the meaning of joy, right? So that was one of the answers for one of the questions, and that's why I did not disclose at that time. So joy is a word used for baby kangaroos. Young ones of kangaroo is called a joy. So here it's option number 2. All right. So keep these things in mind. Okay, very useful. So young one of a donkey or mule is a foal, F-O-A-L, foal. Then fawn is used for young ones of deer. Okay. Then young one of bear is a cub. The young one of fish is fry. Ridiculous or very what do you call funny, but still. Then young one of kangaroo is called a joy. Okay. So cheaper is a word which we use for what? Like birds which chirp, young ones of birds which produce chirping sound. Then you know this fawn for deer and kitten for cat, that everyone knows, right? Okay. Now, like next set of questions, 18 to 22. Here, it's just that you need to find out from each set the word with the correct spelling. That means, for each question, a word is given with different spelling, okay, and out of which only one option is the correct spelling of the word, and that is what you have to choose. All simple words, okay, all simple words which we use in our daily life. Okay, now the first one, 18th question, it's jewelry, ornaments, jewelry shop, shop which sells ornaments or jewelry, ornaments, okay, both. So jewelry, what is the spelling of jewelry? Jewelry, this is wrong. Jewelry is also wrong. Jewelry without anything after double L is wrong. So it is fourth option, jewelry with JEWELLERY. That's the correct spelling of jewelry. Okay. Then next is a title. Okay, title in army and all. We have that position, just like captain. We call somebody as like captain, major. Exactly same way we have lieutenant. One of the designations or title given to an officer, right? So lieutenant, what is the correct spelling of lieutenant? Lieutenant should have the spelling which starts with L-I-E, not L-E-I. So the second and third has got L-E-I, so you cannot take it. So that leaves first and fourth option. Lieutenant, the first option is the correct option. Lieutenant with T-E-N, tenant, lieutenant, tenant. Okay, T-E-N-A-N-T, not T-E-N-E-N-T. Okay, so here 18th one option number 4, 19th one option number 1. So lieutenant with L-I-E not L-E-I, and tenant with T-E-N-A-N-T not T-E-N-E-N-T. Okay. Now next is mattress on floor, that like you spread mattress on which you sleep. So mattress should have double T double S singular. Okay, so mattress, here only single T, so this is wrong spelling. Here double T is there but single S, wrong spelling. Here single T, single S, completely wrong. So that leaves the fourth one, double T, single R, double S. So fourth option, M-A-T-T-R-E, double S. Okay. Next is miscellaneous. What is the meaning of miscellaneous? Miscellaneous means various, okay, various item which we take from varieties of items, or various, miscellaneous things, miscellaneous people. Okay, so varieties or various is the meaning. So what is the correct spelling? Miscellaneous should have M-I-S-C. Here no C. This is like removed from our option. Then miscellaneous, C is there. Miscellaneous, then miscellaneous without any letter after C. So actually this is the correct spelling, M-I-S-C-E-L-L-A-N-E-O-U-S, miscellaneous. Okay, so in order to find out the correct spelling, you pronounce it properly and automatically that time itself you will be getting if you have the correct pronunciation, the spelling also will come to you automatically. Okay, now next is mustache. Mustache that you male people have it, okay, like right above their lips, mustache. So mustache, beard and mustache, marks of or else being masculine. That's how we have mustache and beard, right? So nowadays the trend is to have like thick mustache and long beards, okay, almost like you call them as freakins, right? So anyways, mustache, what's the spelling? It should have M-O-U-S, okay, M-O-U-S-T should be there, M-O-U-S-T-A-C-H-E, third option. Okay, so here third option, mustache, M-O-U-S-T-A-C-H-E, M-O-U-S-T-A-C-H-E, mustache. Okay, you know the meaning. So 18th option number 4, 19th question option number 1, 20th option number 4, and 21 option number 2, and 22 option number 3. 4, 1, 4, 2, 3. Okay. Now we will go to the next set of questions. So here questions from 23 to 27. You have to find out the word with which you can fill up the blanks. Okay. So the it could be preposition, it could be a word with which you can fill it up. So whatever be that, let us see the options, let us see the questions. First one is, or 23rd question is, the cashier when miscalculated looked dash for his calculator but could not find it. That means when the cashier tried to calculate without the use of calculator, maybe that he committed some blunders or errors, and that is why he wanted the calculator and he was searching for it. So that searching for meaning should be conveyed with the word that you choose for this blank. So the cashier when miscalculated looked for, that meaning should be conveyed. Okay, but there is no for option. Looked into, no. Looked around. Around means to search. Looked around means to search for. Exactly what we require for this blank. So this cashier, he started searching for. So looked around is the correct option. Okay, not looked at and for. After blank there is a for, right? So this word at cannot be, and look into for also cannot be used. See, sometimes you know what, like after the blank, if you have any preposition given, that means easily you can find out the answers. Like into and for will not go together, at and for will not go together, up and for also will not go together. So obviously you will be getting the correct answer as around. Okay, so looked around. Cashier, when miscalculated, looked around for his calculator but could not find it. So that means option number 2. Next is, the admin has taken the steps to dash the education system of the state. Okay, and what are the options or words given? Not preposition but words. Revamp is given, resuscitate is given, deteriorate is given, or both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 means revamp and resuscitate. Okay, that means what is, you should know the meaning, without which you will not be getting the answer. What is revamp? Revamp means like you make something, you modify something. You modify something or you make something new. Okay, and resuscitate also has like somewhat similar in meaning, which means to revive something, to make or to refresh something. To refresh, to revive, to mold something, to make something new, just like revamp. So both revamp and resuscitate, both should be equally acceptable. Deteriorate means to go down. See, what is the sentence? The admin has taken steps. So definitely he will be taking steps to improve the education system, not to make it go down. So deteriorate means to go down or to decline. So that is an option which you cannot take at all, choose at all. So since we have revamp and resuscitate, both similar in meaning, slight difference, so revive and renew and refresh. So in that sense you can take 4 as the correct answer, option number 4. That means both the words revamp and resuscitate should be taken. So option number 4, both 1 and 2, words 1 and 2. Okay. And next is, here also you may get a bit confused. The country remains poor despite dash rich now in natural resources. Okay, so the country remains poor. That is, even after being rich in natural resources, the country is still labeled as a poverty-stricken or poor country. Okay, that's the meaning of the sentence. Now, see, like to get the correct answer, this word, focus on this word, despite. Okay, with despite, you do not use any prepositions like despite of or despite in or despite it or is or was or have or had, nothing. So you can straight go for the ing form of being. That means despite being, third option, despite being. So here despite of being is not used. I told you if you have the in spite of is used. With in spite you can use of, okay, but not with despite. Alright, so even if the meaning is quite similar, even after is the meaning given for in spite or despite, but in spite of or despite both have quite similarity in meaning wise, but still the thing is this word despite does not use any preposition after that, so it should be without any preposition, despite being rich now in natural resources, not despite of being or it being. Okay, so it is option number 3. So how will you let us read the sentence again. The country remains poor despite being rich now in natural resources. Okay. The next is, health care and education are seemingly reported to be the most dash sectors in our country. Health care, hospitals, education institutions, both are obviously or seemingly look like or reported to be the most dash sectors in our country. What are the options given to you? Iterative, profiteer, laggard, or what you call overcharged. Okay, so the option iterative means what? Something which is being repeated. In simple terms, you the meaning of iterative means something which is being repeated, so that cannot be taken. Profiteer means that something which brings you profit. So in that sense, this could be taken as your answer. Healthcare or hospitals, okay, healthcare and education are the two sectors in our country which are bringing or which are making a lot of profits. Alright, so in that sense, profit here. Laggard means something which is declining. Overcharge, suppose if it is overcharging, it should have been taken as one of the options possible for this blank. If it were overcharging. So since it is overcharged sectors, like you better go for this profit here. Profit means something which brings in profit. Okay. So in that sense, option number 2 is suitable one. Okay. Now next is, the Navy officer was fascinated with ships since childhood. He was interested in or he was attracted towards ships and such things right from his childhood. See the use of since and for. Today itself we learned a little bit about it, right? Childhood is the exact point of time in one's life, childhood. So not period of time. So it's since. Okay. So the Navy officer was fascinated with ships since childhood and dashed to be seafarer. Since he had a fascination towards ships and similar things, he wanted to be a seafarer, or that's how he becomes a Navy officer. Okay. Now which option is suitable for the blank? The Navy officer was fascinated with ships since childhood and dashed to be seafarer. Attempted to be, just tried, no. Hated, no. Frenzied means like frenzied means mad about something. So that madness or that passion or passionate, being passionate is not used. So we can go for the safer options, and that is craved. That means to have a deep desire. Okay, to have a deep desire is craving or craved. So in that sense, craved could be used. So how will you connect this word with the sentence? The Navy officer was fascinated with ships since childhood and craved to be seafarer, and that's how he becomes a Navy officer. Okay, so it's option number 1. So 23, option number 2, 24, option number 4, 25, option number 3, 26, option number 2, and 27, option number 1. Okay. Next we have, of course, how can we leave that passage, even if it's just 1 in number this time, but still we need to have a passage, right? And like last time, since we talked about all types of passage, were you able to identify this type of passage which speaks about different techniques and strategies in marketing, in the field of marketing? So the central idea of this passage you should know, only then you will be able to answer 1 or 2 questions of this passage. So anyways, it's all about the different techniques and strategies or styles of marketing. Okay, so it's all about marketing and all those things disclosed like about it. It's a descriptive one, semi-factual, or you can call it as descriptive. Semi-factual means facts related to not exact data, but that's why you call it a semi-factual. It's more of descriptive in nature. So the marketing strategies are being described in detail. So it's a descriptive passage, okay, not completely factual. So you can call it a semi-factual, or better word to be used is descriptive. Okay, so it's all about strategies. So now let us solve the questions one by one. So based on this passage, the first question is, for sales promotion, dash plays the role of functional tool. For sales promotion, dash plays the role of functional tool. The options given to you are mediocre product, strong products, marketing, or competition. So for sales promotion, dash plays the role of functional tool. See, however good an item is, unless you know the technique of marketing, it's of no use. That's the passage all about. So let us see if the same sentence has been taken. Like, see, marketing is the functional tool for sales promotion. Exactly the same question. For sales promotion, marketing, this word is given, marketing plays the role of functional tool. Straight answer. Okay. Now next is, dash of information technology is now changing the scope of marketing. dash of information technology. Is it advancement of information technology, or backup of information technology, success of information technology? So like when you read it, in general we feel that all the options are correct, okay, but you need to find out from the passage, right? So what exactly the scope of market is now changing. See, the scope of marketing is now changing with the advancement of information technology. Which word is used? Advancement. So it is advancement of information technology which is now changing the scope of marketing. This also is taken exactly as such from the passage. Okay. Now next is developed information system help dash to know the latest trends. Okay, developed information system help whom to know the latest trends? Computers, not people. Then marketers, products, designers. Only one speaks about what do you call people, but still see, on the other hand, improvement, the newly developed information system will help the marketers to know the market trends. So the newly developed information system would help the marketers to know the latest trends, not anyone else. Okay. Then next is the customer now buys on his dash. Okay. So right now, so earlier maybe because of like pressure by other sources that the customers buy things, but right now see the same paragraph towards the end, he means the customer. He is no more one of the herd buying what everyone is buying, but has become an individual who will buy on his own judgment. So right now the customer now buys on his own judgment. Exactly the same sentence used in the passage, not based on marketer's advice or instinct or communication, but this word is used, his own judgment. So that also is taken exactly from the same passage. Okay. Then customer and next question, 32 question. Customer and manufacturer need to have dash communication between them. So what type of communication should they have between them? Is it market communication? There is no word like that. Two-way or information communication or bombarding communication? See, obviously you might have got the answer, but still let us find out that particular sentence with which we can see this one, this small paragraph. Okay. In this changing environment, the age of one-way information flow from manufacturer to customers, and this will not do. The need is for two-way communication between them. Between the customer and manufacturer, two-way communication is required. Again taken from the passage as it is, exactly in the same way. Alright. Now, next is give a suitable title to be given to the passage. So, this is what I said. Unless you know the central idea of this passage, you will not be able to give the suitable title. So, always remember, when you read the passage once or twice, a number of times that you require, but the first thing is understand the overall idea or the central idea of the passage, without which you will not be able to answer the questions like where you need to supply suitable title. Okay. So, what is this passage all about? Is it all about smart buyer, smart customer? No. Is it about mediocre seller? No. But changing marketing strategies. Different techniques and strategies that we have in the field of marketing. So, developing and changing marketing strategies, that is, or techniques, that is the overall or central idea of this passage. So, in that sense, it's option number 3. Okay. So, here option number 3, option number 1, option number 2, option number 4, option number 2, and here option number 3. Okay. The next 3 questions. The newly developed systems help the marketers dash. Is it to open up new markets, know the market trend, stay stagnant, or both 1 and 2? The newly developed system. Where is that? The newly developed system. See this sentence. The newly developed system, information system, will help the marketers to know the market trends and also to open up new markets. Both are possible. Okay, open up new markets and also to know the market trends. So that means option number 4, where both are included. So the exactly the same sentence. The newly developed information system will help the marketers know the market trends, and also to open up new markets So both 1 and 2, that means option number 4, both 1 and 2. All the questions except the title thing, everything is taken straight from the passage, right? Okay. Now next is the status of consumer has changed due to dash. The status of consumer, the one who is using the product, has changed due to. What is the reason? Is it technology? Is it communication, judgment, marketing, competition? So let us find out the status. See, improvement. On the other hand, improvement of communication has changed the status of customer. Improvement in communication. Communication has changed the status of customer. See, like always remember, do not think that the questions will be in the order of the passage or paragraphs. Not necessary that the first answer will lie in the first paragraph and then second question answer will be somewhere in the second paragraph. Likewise, it would be a step-by-step process. See, for certain questions we had to come to the end and then we went back to the previous paragraph, right? So in that way it would be mixed up, not necessary that it would be a step-by-step process. Okay. Now the last question is the fourth paragraph, the small paragraph, it's all about dash. Is it about compact computers, advancement of IT, network of computers, status of customer? Not status of customer. See, this one is fourth paragraph. The future is like to see changes in today's organizational structure and the methodology of business with the merging of computers and communications. Computer hardware today is advanced and miniatured, small one, that computer have become more powerful and compact. Computers have become like compact, more powerful and compact. They can be battery operated and can be carried around, portable ones. Okay, that means all about the fourth paragraph speaks about compact computers. First option number 1. It's not about network of computer or advancement of IT in general or about status of customer. Status of customer is was in first and second paragraphs. Okay, so the final paragraph or the fourth paragraph speaks about compact computers. Okay, so based on this passage, question number 88, option number 3, question number 28, option number 3, 29, option number 1, 30, option number 2, 31, option number 4, 32, option number 2, 33, option number 3, 34, option number 4, 35, option number 2, and 36, option number 1. Okay. Now we move on to the next set of questions where we have, you need to find out the connection stuff. Okay. Like a pair is given and you need to, like whatever is the relationship between that pair, find out a similar pair from the given options. Okay. You might have done similar types of questions so many times. Okay. So now like this one, day and week. Whatever is the connection between day and week, okay, similar connected pair or words which has got similar connection, that pair is to be found. See, day and week, what is the connection? Days form week. 7 days form 1 week. Or the basic substance of week means days, right? So same connection if you have in one of the pairs, that would be your answer. Week and year, far-fetched connection, not close connection. Second and time, second and minute would have been taken, but not time in general. Time and duration, no way, but week and month, this could be taken. Fourth option. So just like days form week, weeks form month. Got it clear? That's the connection. Okay. Now next pair is inane and trite. You should know the meaning, otherwise you will not get the connection, right? So inane actually means like a person who is fool, who is empty-headed, the one who does not have brains or brainless. Foolish, brainless, empty-headed, lacking something, something which lacks, lacking something. It might be lacking common sense or emptiness. Okay, so that is inane. And trite means like something which does not have originality, something which has lost its originality. That is the word trite. Okay, now the thing is, you have been given a few options like copy, original, opposites. Actually, inane and trite are not opposites. So in that sense, this cannot be taken. Limited, full, again opposites, cannot be taken. Sad, manic, cannot be taken, no connection. Empty, hackneyed. Now what is the connection? I'll tell you. That's why I said you should know the meaning. See, inane means something which is empty, emptiness. Then trite means something which lacks originality, or in other words, hackneyed, which means here, how did you, this is the correct option, fourth one, and how did you find, or what connection is being made? See, inane, synonym is empty. Trite, its synonym is hackneyed. That means the pair which is given as a sample, another pair is given with the synonyms for this pair. Inane, the synonym or similar word for inane is empty. Trite, hackneyed. That means using synonyms, the same pair is given, and that is empty, hackneyed. Got it clear? So these are all tricky questions, right? The next is stone and bomb. Stone, bomb. Stone, you know that in primitive ages, human beings, their weapon was stone. Very ancient, right? And then the latest one, the very modern one, weapon, bomb. So stone, outdated, very old, very ancient, and bomb is the latest one, new technique. So the same connection should be found from the option. So plane and jet, actually jet is one type of plane, not outdated and modern. Okay, so plane and jet cannot be taken. Then sword and scabbard, again types of the same thing. Then pen and knife, no connection at all, no similarity at all. So in that sense, archaic and modern means, archaic means ancient, outdated, no longer in use, and then modern means new one, new latest one. Okay, exactly. Stone and bomb. Stone is archaic or outdated weapon. Bomb is modern weapon. So that outdated weapon, modern one, outdated, modern. So that connection is drawn. Okay, so in that sense, option number 2. Now next is die and dies. Die and dies. So what is die and what is dies? Die. See, there is another meaning for die. It's not connected with death. In casinos and all, haven't you seen people playing with dice? That cube-like structure which has got, I'm not good at drawing, which has got what you call 1, 1, 2, 1, etc. Okay, you play with dice in casinos. Actually, plural of this particular thing with which you play in casinos, that is dice. Dice means the plural of this particular item with which you play, and die means singular of this. Got it clear? Not the die connected with death. Okay, so that particular thing with which you play, like snake and ladder, ludo, etc., for which you like use the same thing. Like actually we call it as dice. We call it as dice, but that's a wrong use. You should know this. Dice means plural. Suppose if you use 2 like cubes with which you play, you can call it as dice. If it is one piece which is being used, it should be die. So same stuff, singular and plural. And how did you make the plural? By changing the word. So same way you have to get one. Okay, singular, this is singular, this is plural, singular, plural. Data, datum, Data, one piece of information and more than one piece of information, singular, plural. But here, this is plural and this is singular. The order has been changed, reversed. So, this cannot be taken. Okay. So, data and datum where data is plural, this is singular. So, that order in which this sample is given, not the same order. So, this cannot be taken. Then mouse and mice could be taken. Mice is singular, mouse plural. So, same order. So, this is our correct option. This is our correct answer. Then monkey, monkeys, plural. This is wrong spelling, not spelling mistake. It's absurd. This is completely out. Then date and dates without changing word. We have to choose one where the plural is made not by adding s but by changing the form or structure of the word. And we have two options from which we can choose, but in the first option, the order in which it's given is in the reverse order, so this cannot be taken. Second one is to be taken. Okay, I guess it's clear to you. So for such types of question, you have to use your brain a little bit and you have to spend a little bit of time for that. Then song and ballad. Ballad actually is a kind of poem which has musical quality in it or song in it. So ballad has music in it or song in it. Solemn and custom, no connection. Habit and old, no connection. Foil and toil, no connection at all. Then story and foil and toil, no connection. Then story and epic. Epic has story in it. Just like ballad has song in it, epic has story in it. Ballad is a kind of poem which has musical quality or which has song in it. Exactly likewise, epic also is a type of poem which has story in it. So, exactly the same connection. So, option number 4. So, 37 option number 4, 38 option number 4, 39 and 40 option number 2 and 41 option number 4 again. Okay. Now, next we have a passage where a few words are missing and you need to find out the words, or you have to insert the words with which you can make it complete. Alright. Now, it's quite simple. Alright. There is an. See, that's a clue to your answer. With an you should use a vowel sound word. Vowel letter. Or sound, not letter, but vowel sound. Okay. So, decreasing, not vowel. Squeezing, not vowel. Freezing, not vowel. Obviously, using this particular connection, you can go for this. There is an increasing realization that the world is a single dash. Single unity, no. Parity or system trinity, the ty is not used. Single unit. Okay. The universe is a, world is a single unit, and the diversities or varieties or differences that one notices are only dash and not real. Is it superfluous, superficial, surface, imperial? So, are only surface and not real? No. Only imperial means something which is connected with the empire. Last two options cannot be taken. Now, you need to choose between the first and second option, but there is a difference in meaning. Okay. So, even if it sounds similar, one is superfluous and one is superficial. So, superfluous means something which is excessive, more than what is required. Something which we require and we have more than that, more than enough. Okay. So, superfluous, no connection. Superficial means on the surface level. So, superficial, that means the diversities that we notice in our world are only on the surface level, not real. The superficial, not superfluous. So, do not jump into conclusion because both are almost same sounding words, but difference is there regarding the meaning. Okay. It is a spirit of universalism that is fast spreading to every dash and corner. It's a phrase, nook and corner. Every nook and corner means each and every point. Okay, at every nook and corner, it's taken together. It's a phrase or it's idiomatic phrase which means every inch, every part. Okay, so every nook and corner of the earth, this spirit of dash has become possible. This spirit of awakening, not quickening, hankering or dwindling. Hankering means something like lowing down, dwindling. Okay, so awakening, realization, awakening. The spirit of awakening has become possible thanks to the many discoveries and inventions which science and technology have made available to mankind during the last few years. We have, in a sense, today, dash time and space. Not that we have overcome, we have contained, but we have conquered. So we human beings, we boast that we have almost literally conquered time and space, okay, time and space. And what occurs in one part of the universe find its dash in, find its echo or copy, not a copy but echo. It's echo, it's repetition. Echo means repetition. It's echo in a matter of a few seconds in the other. What happens in one part of the world, it repeats in another part of the world also. What was considered to be mere dash of imagination, mere product or mere figment. Figment means mere product, okay, mere product or mere outcome of imagination or fantasy a quarter of century ago has become reality now. Whatever was thought as a product of imagination has become real now. So option number 42, option number 2, 43, option number 1, 44, option number 2, 45, option number 3, 46, option number 1, 47, option number 3, option number 2 for 48, and for last 49, option number 1. Okay. Now that's how we have completed this passage based question, and now we have the last question on the board, and that is pick the odd one out. So out of these options, one word does not match with the rest. The odd man out, odd one out should be thrown away from the list. What is that? We have eraser, we have ink, we have lead, we have paint. It's easy, right? So with ink, with lead which we use in pencil, and with paint, we make marks on the paper, we make marks on the board. So to create marks, to create writing, to create marks, what we need? Ink, lead, paint. But what is the use of eraser, which is the correct answer? Eraser, you just erase it or you rub it off, just like I did right now. Eraser is used to rub and pen is used to, and lead, ink and paint used to make marks. So eraser is, again, let us erase it. So eraser is used to erase. Alright. So in that sense, the odd one out here is the first option, something which is used to remove, not to make marks. Remove marks, not to make marks. So in that sense, this is the odd one out. This is very simple, right? So with that, we come to the end of the session, and again this time more number of grammar based, vocabulary based questions were included, so that you will get to know more about the rules on grammar, and in fact we had a small session also on some of those rules. So next time also, if we get hold of a similar type, we will be giving practice regarding grammar and vocabulary based questions, or else as usual we will go for the pattern type where we have 3 passages, then the rest from grammar session and vocabulary session. Okay. So anyways, best of luck for the next model exam, and attempt it without fail, and give attention to your health also, stay healthy, and eat well, sleep well, study well, and score well for the exam. Okay. So thank you once again. Thank you.